Please excuse my coldy voice. I'm feeling pretty miserable right now. Nose clogged up and throat sore and just not a good time. I've been very sick at the start of this year, as some of my friends who may be watching this may know. I've been sick 4 times so far this year, so not the best start to 2024 health-wise in this winter season. But something very exciting has arrived on my doorstep, which I was aware might be coming. It's a package from Mr. Joseph Bongiorno containing, as this title suggests, a somewhat rare, perhaps the rarest, most hard to get a hold of Supernatural Encounters copy, which there will be a letter included inside that I'll probably read out, and that'll explain a bit more about what this edition is. So I'm very excited to open up this box. It's a bright spot in an otherwise pretty sick, miserable day, so I'm very excited that this is here. So let's go ahead and open it. So I've elected to not go with my flip knife this time around. Just a steak knife from the kitchen shall do the trick. Alright. Alright, and there's some wrap here. And I see something very cool. Well, first of all, let me open up the bubble wrap here. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, so, wow. Okay, so included here is a copy of The Dark Crystal, which is an old fantasy movie from, is this the 80s that this one was made, or the 90s? I think it's 80s. I want to say like 83, 82, 84, somewhere in there. On the back it says 82 is one of the copyright dates. And this is a Blu-ray copy of the Dark Crystal movie. Of course, the Dark Crystal is something that may or may not have received some reference in the work of Supernatural Encounters. So that is very, very cool, very, very awesome. I've not watched it, so I'm going to definitely have to watch this one and see what it's about, what it's like. I suspect that it could be similar to Willow. The kind of artwork and costume design and characters kind of give me Willow vibes a little bit. But I'm definitely excited to delve into this film and see what it's about. And here is where we have something very, very amazing, very, very fascinating. And that is the Supernatural Encounters Not For Resale test copies of the work. And look at that. A not for resale banner goes all the way around this volume here. And in the back, it says it's printed 29th of January, 2024, which is well in advance of when they went on sale on Amazon in February of 2024. I think February 5th or something like that is when mine were printed. But look at this. Made in the United States, North Haven, Connecticut, 29th January 2024. That's where it was printed. And unlike the others, it has this not for resale banner wrapping all the way around it that marks it as a priceless, super rare test copy. There is a letter enclosed inside, so let me pull this out and give that a read. All right. Look at this. Okay. This printer proof represents a small but warmly offered gesture to you champions of supernatural encounters. You may call me Defensor Fortis, and as the person who had the honor of uploading them to Amazon, I've taken the step, with permission from Joe, to print 12 proof copies of the first volume, with the goal of giving you something rare and unique. As the print dates will verify, these books are the first printing of the Amazon release. Consider them an acknowledgement of your support of supernatural encounters from the outset. Proof copies of our favorite Star Wars Expanding Universe books can be a very rare and cherished collectible for some of us, and here we have produced our very own to enhance our enjoyment of the supernatural encounters experience. These 12 printer proofs are unduplicable. The proof copy features, combined with the proof dates in the back of the books, authenticate them for the rarity they are. That Joe has agreed to sign them only serves to make them that much more special and exclusive. You all may refer to these as the Defensor Fortis proof prints if you so choose. Save this book with this accompanying letter, as it may someday become a collector's item. You control your destiny, and so determine how special they are. It is the least of gifts that can be offered to you, Defenders of the Force. Signed by Defensor Fortis, who is an anonymous person. We don't know the true identity of Mr. Defensor Fortis. And Joe Bongiorno has also signed it down there. And Defensor Fortis is Latin for Defenders of the Force, which is very, very cool. Now, these were gifted to some of the champions of supernatural encounters who have been propping it up and making videos about it. I think some of the people who may have received such copies could include individuals like people on the editing teams, people who have made Supernatural Encounters videos, the panel for Super Literary Encounters, which is an absolutely terrific series that I've had the absolute honor of appearing on a couple of those episodes with that panel. I'm so honored to be a part of this Defensor Fortis release for Supernatural Encounters that can't be duplicated. It's really one of a kind. And that letter definitely needs to be framed because that is incredibly special, incredibly neat, so exciting that these went up. There's only 12 in existence, as was mentioned, and there's very few in existence, and it just blows my mind that I have one of these really super rare prints of these items. Such a cool way to promote Supernatural Encounters through this. I really think it's super cool. And as mentioned in the letter, sometimes proof prints are considered to be valuable by Expanding Universe collectors. And I have a couple prints up there, proof copies of Black Fleet Crisis and a couple of the Del Rey books on that shelf up there. And they are indeed valuable commodities. So who knows what the value of these will ultimately be. If these will be sought-after collector's items, it'll be very hard for folks to get a hold of such things. So I am absolutely honored to be the recipient of the Dark Crystal and a couple of these Supernatural Encounters not for resale. January 29th of 2024, Amazon proof test printing copies. It's so super cool. And I love that the not for resale banner wraps around to the spine. To the spine there. So cool. So neat. Absolutely incredible. It's just so neat. Mind-blowing that I have one of these printings. So I'm going to throw them up onto my shelf, and let's take a look at what the spines look like to these Defensor Fortis volumes. I'm definitely going to frame my letter as well and put that up on the wall because that is just priceless. So very exciting, very honored to be a recipient of these treasured volumes, and so thrilled that the Supernatural Encounters volumes in my collection continue to grow. That's so super neat, so super cool. So let's throw those up on the shelf. But before I throw them on the shelves, one thing I forgot to mention is they are signed by Joe Bongiorno himself in the book, in addition to signing the letter, and they're numbered, and I have number 10 of 12. Number 10 of this exclusive series, number 10 of these volumes. So super special, so super cool. Can't believe it. Alright, so here's the updated Supernatural Encounters shelf collection. And there we have some not for resale volumes of Supernatural Encounters. Now, these Defensor Fortis volumes, I love that this between these two not for resale, it almost lines up there. And I just love those not for resale banners. They look so super cool. And that shelf is just glorious. Look at that. Absolutely wild.